So, I decided I'm going to start my own reality game show, and it's going to be like kind of based on like the reality game shows we see now, Survivor, Amazing Race. It's going to be people that travel from place to place and like as rapidly as they can, and what they do is they hurl racial, religious, and ethnic epithets at people, and I'm going to call it the Amazing Racist.
Been holding on to that one for a while.
Something like 5 years. Who out there wouldn't watch that show? I don't care how insensitive or desensitized you are. You'd be like, I think I gotta watch this.
Yeah.
It's kind of there was an old Monty Python sketch where they had a show. It was like it was called name that racist per people, and it was like they would find a group of people who don't have a racial thing against them, like they were like Belgians. And like, I think we've all settled on fat Belgian bastards. Funny shit.
I would watch that. It'd be funny. Motherfucking house shark.
Okay, in case you're wondering if this is a real, this somebody, a studio made this, mass produced it, and I bought it at a Walmart. I didn't order this. I didn't have to go online. I didn't have to find this. This found me.
The things you can find at Walmart. I tell you what.
I'm an atheist, but this is proof there might be a God, because by fate, I walked in and saw House Shark and read the tagline, "You're gonna need a bigger house."
Yeah.
And I looked at my wife, I was like, I think we have to buy this movie, and fuck, am I glad that we did.
Then you go to get Jurassic Games.
Yeah, we went to buy Jurassic
House Shark instead.
Now, a week later, we bought Jurassic Games. For those of you that actually saw the Jurassic Games review, I'm sorry. The last 10 minutes of that review were fucking unwatchable. We are so pissed drunk.
It's called drunk reviews for a reason.
Yeah.
We're totally drunk when we do these.
I mean, there have been times we've been thoroughly intoxicated, but we're still coherent, like right now. Oh, God, and that review, towards the end of it, we sound like stereotypes of drunks from like an 80s sitcom.
Yeah. My face hurts from laughing, smiling so much. I non-stop smiled the whole entire time we watched this.
You want to talk about a movie that's self-aware, that wrote itself to be bad, but funny. This is one of the, I mean, no joke, this is one of the best comedy movies I've seen this year.
Yeah, absolutely. They had some terrible, terrible actors that pulled off some great comedy gold in this movie.
Oh, I firmly believe every bit of bad acting was intentional.
Yeah.
Everybody in the movie was named after a president or a presidential first lady. Like the wife's name was Lady Bird.
Yeah. Every single, even the shark was named after a president.
What was the shark's name?
Woodrow.
Woodrow Wilson.
Yeah.
The father and the son in the movie are Theo Roosevelt and Frank Roosevelt, which is funny because the two of them, that's actually a father and son. That's really a father and son that play.
Yeah.
Now, if you've never heard of this movie, you're like 99.9999999% of the rest of the country. But
yeah, this wasn't mass advertised by any means.
But a lot of those $9.99 movies at Walmart that are like the B-level horror films, a lot of them aren't, and they're hit and miss. Like we got one that was called like Ambulance 33 or something, and it was fucking horrible.
Yeah,
and it had Bill Moseley and Kane Hodder in it, which you figure, how can you go wrong with that? Well, they did.
Yeah, that's crazy. I got that Officer Down movie you didn't like. From the $9.99 section.
To be fair, I didn't finish it because I couldn't get into it. But I mean, maybe I was in the wrong mindset. I don't know, but I could not get into that movie at all.
It was one of the ones that you definitely have to be in the right mood when you're watching it.
I was stone cold sober when I saw it. That's probably why I didn't make it through.
That's the first mistake you made.
Check it out. World Class Championship Wrestling. If you remember the WCCW, you're old. Because they went out of business in like 87.
All those guys went to the WCW.
A lot of those guys are dead now. All the Von Erichs. Except for Kerry. Or no, Kevin, I mean.
Here we go on the wrestling kick again. We're probably not even 5 minutes in, and
Yeah, we're already
talking
going
about
on a
wrestling.
tangent. Seriously, since I got sick and put some weight back on, this is like one of the most comfortable shirts I own. I got this for free when I ordered the DVD, the Rise and Fall of, or it was like the history of World Class Championship Wrestling.
Yeah.
Good DVD. I actually highly recommend that.
You care about this? You need a shirt.
Yeah. Now, growing up, my grandpa watched Texas wrestling, and he was a huge Von Erichs fan. So
Yeah.
I grew up in that. Anyway, House Shark.
It's a motherfucking shark in motherfucking house.
Oh my god, I love how nobody breaks in this movie. Like,
No.
they want to.
Yeah.
They want to. There's a guy that comes in and he with a fake German accent. He talks like it is. And he's got the lederhosen on.
Lederhosen and everything.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. He was one of the best parts of this movie.
It's hard to say what the best part of this movie is because everything in this movie works for me.
Yeah. It really did.
Now, if you're one of those people that doesn't like to watch intentionally bad films, this movie is not for you.
Yeah.
Like, if you can't get Sharknado or why Sharknado works, you won't like this movie either.
Yeah, you're not going to like this at all.
It's self-aware, intentionally over the top, completely outlandish, wholly unrealistic, but fuck was it fun. And and what I love about a movie like this is when you see the actors having fun. And these guys were having fun making this movie.
Yeah. When the German guy showed up, the guy's living in a tent, a makeshift tent in his backyard. He just like sits up like, "Oh, you're the hooker I ordered. Oh, you're a little early."
But you sure are a handsome fella. Starts unzipping his pants. He's like, "What? I am no hooker. I am the scientist." He's like, "Oh yeah, okay, oh." And his name was Zachary Taylor.
So good.
This is one of the most self-aware, ridiculous films probably ever made. But if I had the chance to make a movie and somebody gave me money to make, this is the kind of movie I would make.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's batshit fucking insane. But
they had some excellent lines in this movie, though. This was a very well-written movie.
It was.
For being such a terrible movie.
Comedic. If you can't laugh at this movie, you won't find it well written. But there are references to, of course, Jaws and Sharknado, but there are also massive Star Wars references, and we'll get to one of those in a second. But there's Alien references, there's Twister references in this, there was a Godfather fucking reference in this movie, and there was a Devil's Advocate reference with the fucking attorney guy that ran the real estate company.
That's crazy. They referenced everything.
But there was a guy, his name was... It was a Native American guy. You could look at him and tell. Full-blooded Native American, Darth Squanto. I had a fucking the Sith hood on it.
I had to wait and make sure that I heard that right. He's like, and this is Darth Squanto. I'm like, huh? What did he say? Darth Squanto. Like, I don't think I heard that right. Like, your dad must have been hitting this drink too hard or something. No, said it multiple more times.
Darth Squanto. And he had Jedi powers.
Yeah.
Like, he could hold you by your throat. Like, they referenced the beginning of the first scene where we really see Darth Vader in New Hope use his powers. Yeah. They reference that whole scene throughout an entire scene.
Yeah.
And they build this guy up, and he's in the movie 5 minutes before they kill him.
He immediately died. As soon as he went in the house, he's supposed to be the man that gets rid of the house shark. Like, his people hunted the house sharks.
Yeah, he gives the history of how, according to him, before humans settled, before we fully settled the Americas, sharks walked the earth. I can't get through this review without laughing. But the best part about this movie is some of the acting. The guy who plays Darth Squanto, full-blooded. I'm not going to try to guess what tribe he is or what nation he is. I'm going to guess probably Navajo, but I'm probably wrong. It's something different. But he is straight-faced, and he's like, my people hunted the house shark. we forced them back to the land, except for some of them. And then he goes into the house and gives this long fucking monologue, or not even a monologue, a soliloquy about how he's going to destroy the shark. And then the fucking shark comes up.
Yeah, like basically he opened the door and turned around and said, "I'm about to defeat this house shark," and it ate him immediately.
I love this movie.
The couple that was buying the house, the dude, it's like 5 days later, they open the window trying to see the house shark. His dead body just falls into the window, and he's got his fingers through a butthole.
Yeah, right before they die, he brings his girlfriend in, and they're making out, and he pulls her skirt up, and he's straight up sticking his finger in her butt, and she's like into it, but she's like, aren't they going to be weird if they find you with your finger in my ass? But then like days later when they find them dead, he's got the sphincter still wrapped around his...
Like the shark bit off everything.
Except for the asshole.
Why? That's so fucked up.
I appreciate movies like this because movies are supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
And yes, I love My Godfather. And a movie this year that I'll reference a lot, Hostiles, which is, I think, one of the best movies of the year. You agree, too.
Yeah,
one of the best films
definitely.
made this year. But sometimes you want a movie that just takes you out of reality, makes you laugh, and
that's what movies are for.
Yeah, take you out of reality for a little while. And sometimes movies don't have to be realistic.
Yeah.
I hate the people who nitpick movies like this, like, that couldn't happen. It's a shark that lives in a house, and it can walk through walls.
It fucking ate a girl through a toilet, pulled her whole entire body down the toilet, and then you see its fin in the toilet. The fin takes up the whole entire toilet. Of course it's not possible. How the fuck is the shark in there with only its fin sticking out? Where's the rest of its head? Where's the rest of its body? The fucking hole in the toilet's only this big around. Like, if you're trying to take this seriously, there's something wrong with you.
Well, all these kinds of movies always have a gratuitous nude scene. And... this girl is going to take a shit. She's a pretty hot girl. I mean, but and I know people who take their pants off when they get on the toilet. She takes her shirt. I mean, she's completely, and you see everything. Butt-ass naked. And you hear she's reading Moby Dick. And she's taking a shit. I mean, this kind of hot, and she's sitting there.
Yeah.
And then the house shark comes. What I love is she's shitting, but when it shows the angle, it's complete, the water's clear. There's no shit in it at all. And the shark comes up.
So good.
Now, one of my next videos I'm going to do, here soon, is I'm going to show my collection of shark movies. And I have a pretty extensive collection of shark films. Like, we're talking like 30 or 40 shark movies. Maybe not that many. I'm drunk. I'll probably go count and it'll be 12. But I have a lot of shark-related films.
12 of them.
Yeah, I have a lot.
Land sharks.
The sand sharks.
3-headed sharks.
They're up to 5-headed now.
Really? Awesome. There's just so many ridiculous shark movies out there.
I own both 2- and 3-headed Shark Attack. 3-headed Shark Attack you should watch, because, I mean, where else are you going to find Danny Trejo and Rob Van Dam fighting sharks?
Yeah.
The first one has Brooke Hogan, Hulk Hogan's daughter, and I'm not really a fan of hers, but she actually was decent.
Yeah, she was good in that.
In those kind of movies, because she was in Sand Sharks, too. She played a doctor, which is great because she's fucking an idiot. But in those kind of roles, her style of acting so works.
Yeah.
When she's not trying to be serious, but she's playing a character who's not serious, trying to act serious, totally works. But, yeah, House Shark, go to Walmart, $9.99.
It's a great fit in your collection of terrible movies.
This is a good get-together with your friends and watch movie. Have a couple drinks, whatever you want to do, and watch this.
Yeah. I love movies like this. You can make fun of it while you're watching it.
And still enjoy it.
Yeah, it gives you time to say, what the fuck is that?
Yeah. Oh my god, did that just happen?
Like when the dude whips out his laser gun, and it's just a plastic gun with a CD around the front of it.
What about when the shark fucking pulling out a laser? Yeah. The shark has a laser attached to its
fucking laser gun on its side. Like, why?
But it only uses it once, and you never see it again.
It's already a fucking house shark, and it's just going to stand up. And its laser's gonna go and lock in on you. What the fuck?
And at no point do they even attempt to make the shark look realistic.
Oh no, it's the worst fucking fakest looking shark you ever seen in anything.
Which is funny because just a couple weeks ago when I reviewed the Meg, which he was supposed to go see with me, but he overslept. We might still should go see that. It's still in theaters.
Is it?
Yeah, watch that again. Go do a double feature with The Nun and that next week.
Wow, that'd be awesome.
Hell yeah, because we're watching The Nun next week. We're coming back.
At least we'll see something good.
But the Meg, I said, was the best, and I stand by this, the best shark I've ever seen on film. The Meg.
Yeah.
The worst but best. House shark. It's just to say the words out loud. I love it when a movie like Sharknado has a title that you just say the title and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like, that just sounds stupid.
Like, I reviewed Zombies about a year ago. And did you ever watch Zombies?
I think I watched that one, yeah.
I love that movie. And just when the title alone, I know a lot of people are negative on Chris Hardwick. I don't care. I like Chris Hardwick. All the investigations in him turned out to be false, that chick lied. Chris Hardwick is still a funny and good dude. And he reviewed Zombies with the Nerdist, and then he also talked about it on, I think it was At Midnight. So me and Amy checked it out, and we're like, oh my god, this movie's fantastic.
Yeah.
There's some movies the title alone can sell me, and I saw this at House Shark, what the fuck? And I looked at the packaging, I was like, we're buying this.
It's sold. That's the same thing that happened when I got Jurassic Games. I'm like, Jurassic Games? There's a big dinosaur on it? Yes.
And I watched that when I wasn't drunk, and I still loved it. So Jurassic Games is still a movie, even though our review was kind of... But I had to put a disclaimer under that, because we made a lot of jokes about that in that movie, about taking drugs. I can assure you that we drink a lot. But we're not drug guys. You know, we both used to be, but we're not now.
We know about that kind of stuff because we lived that.
We lived that lifestyle both in our early 20s, and we're both in our late 30s now. So we're talking over a decade and a half ago. And some of the jokes we made in that review were a little inappropriate. So I posted.
They were funny though.
Yeah, like I posted the video, then took it down, and waited a few days, and was like, after talking to you and thinking it over, I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and post it. And so I posted it and. Go to the YouTube channel, Saturday Morning Cheap Seats, and you can find it there.
It wasn't as bad as the Greatest Royal Rumble review.
That will never air. That will never air. I will never put that up on YouTube.
That one was terrible.
That was the worst. Oh, God. That was mostly me. I was so fucking pissed drunk by the end of that review. I was falling asleep. If you pay attention to the end, I'm like...
you passed out a couple times during it. You're like...
We drank almost in a...
Okay, I gotta end this video now.
So Lady Bly makes a rum that we both drink. And I drink it, one, because I actually prefer it over Captain Morgan. I think it tastes better. But too. It's cheaper because we live in Cincinnati, Ohio, or around Cincinnati, and it's made in Cleveland. Yeah. So it doesn't cost us a lot.
What is that?
A 1.75 liter bottle.
Yeah, it's $16.50 or something.
And on sale, sometimes it's $13.95.
Yeah,
and we drank almost that entire bottle before we did that review.
Yeah, we did. That shit was 4 hours long. Like it took forever just to get through it.
I have to say, as much as I don't like Roman Reigns, and a person who I did a video why I think the WWE sucks, and I had somebody who disagreed with me but made a good point. They were like, yeah, but Reigns is still better than part-timer Brock Lesnar, and they were right. I should have mentioned that because I'm actually as much as I don't like Roman Reigns, and I was glad that he won the title from Brock Lesnar because Lesnar, I don't know, well, he's going back to the UFC.
Yeah, Lesnar's always been he's just so overhyped, and
I would never tell him that to his face, though.
Oh, I would. Fuck you, Brock Lesnar, you little bitch. What are you gonna do? Stick your big giant fist up my ass?
He might. There's only a handful of people on this planet that I would just never fuck with. Him, he's one. Ken Shamrock is another. Ken Shamrock's
scared of Brock Lesnar. Like, who the fuck does he think he is? I'll fucking make fun with his stupid voice right to his face.
But his manager is the best promo in wrestling. Paul Heyman is the best promo in wrestling.
Yeah.
But I was watching a pay-per-view with Matt and Danny. This is years ago, like 20-something years ago. And my dad, he's my stepdad, but he's my dad. He's a police chief, and those of you that know me that don't know this, he was in the Special Forces and actually was a presidential guard to Richard Nixon at one point. So my dad's a fucking badass. I mean, he'd kill a motherfucker. Well, he has killed people, but he one time hit a guy with his ass twice, and the guy didn't go down. He hit him one time with his fist so hard it split his knuckle from here to here and knocked the guy completely unconscious.
That's awesome.
He's a badass, and he actually looked at me and he's like, Ken Shamrock is one of the few people on the planet that if he looked at me and said, I'm going to kick your ass, I'd either shoot him or run. I remember my dad saying that, and I'm like, whoa. And then you watch those old Shamrock fights, like, yeah, okay.
I wouldn't mess with Ken Shamrock.
Hell no!
He's a real fighter.
He'd kill you!
He's a real fighter. Brock Lesnar's just a fucking a name that's drawing in a crowd.
Here's the thing about Lesnar,
fighter.
I think I could outrun Lesnar because he's so big, his cardio's not that great. I think I could outrun him. Shamrock would just keep up with you. Or like somebody like a Chael Sonnen.
I'll take him out. Like, I could out-wrestle Brock Lesnar.
Do you hear that, Brock Lesnar? This man's name is Jeremy Robinson.
Go ahead and tag him in this.
He lives in Oxford, Ohio, and he's challenging you to a fight. I will personally give you $3 and this t-shirt.
That'd be way too small for you.
And one of my shoes.
And he'll let you touch his wiener.
I'd let him do that anyway. A man with that strong of a grip would probably feel pretty damn good if he didn't rip it off.
Yeah, maybe. He can jerk you off with one hand and beat me up with the other.
Do you see his jaw?
We'll make a video out of it.
So we watched a movie called House Shark.
It was awesome. The shark was so ridiculous.
The way that the shark looked was one of the best parts. It was one of the most endearing parts of the film.
Yeah.
But there's a character. He's like, I don't know. He's like a historian. I don't know what the fuck he is, but his name is Abraham, and he looks like Abraham Lincoln with this big fake beard.
Yeah.
And he keeps talking about the different things that have happened to him while fighting house sharks. And one part he's like, I lost both my arms, and they're looking at him like, what? The next, I lost my arms and my legs while fighting the shark, and they're like, what? And the next time he's like, I lost my head. It cut off my head and my arms and my legs, and they're like.
At one point, the guy's like, that sounds improbable.
Yeah. and the German dude that shows up that's a scientist, there's like a sexual tension between him and the main character the whole time.
That was so good.
They're constantly looking at each other and whispering each other's ears.
I genuinely cracked up laughing when they were standing there in the doorway and he like said something and he turned and like sensually smelled him like.
The main character of this movie sells the whole movie.
He really does.
He does. His overacting is so bad but so good.
Yeah.
Like I think this guy must have studied acting because his facial expressions, his blocking, everything.
That was the best part about him. Just the reactions that he had. In the background of not even his scenes, just in the background, listening to what the other people said. He's just like, what?
Yeah, he would mouth or he'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. He held this movie together. Like, he was so good. You'll never know his name because he's just the biggest nobody ever. Even Joe doesn't know his name. Joe knows every fucking person's name in every movie ever, except for House Shark.
I don't know. I've been recently diagnosed with some issues, and I'm losing my ability to remember things. That short-term memory shit doesn't work. I can remember what I wore as a costume in preschool. I was a bear. I wore a bear costume, and in kindergarten I was Batman. But I can't remember like what I had for dinner yesterday.
It sucks to get old, doesn't it? Huh? You need to get one of those cones. that you stick in your ears so you can hear.
Yeah, but see, I'm a grandpa, which automatically makes it okay for me to forget and not know things. What's your excuse?
I remember everything. Except the stuff that's not important.
What's the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
613 milliliters per second.
That unit of measurement doesn't even match up.
But it sounded confident. It's
kind of like
that's all that matters.
In Star Wars, and he's like, "You made the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs." And parsecs is not a measure of distance; it's a measure of depth. I highly recommend watching House Shark.
Yes.
Some of these made for like direct-to-DVD movies are so much better than people give them credit for because they enjoy being a movie. Sometimes people forget what movies are supposed to be.
Their budget was probably like $50,000.
Oh, I looked it up at one point. I think it was $300,000 is what they made this movie for. Yeah.
Well, that's cheap by today's standard.
It is, because even the Asylum movies at least cost $1 million a piece. The Sharknadoes, they have a little higher budget. Like I think the last Sharknado cost like $5 million to make, but it made that back the day it came out in advertising.
But, like imagine the second Avengers movie that's coming out next year.
You mean the fourth?
Well, the second in this
Infinity War.
I bet that's $300 million.
Avengers Infinity War, I think, was $280 million, and it made $2.3 billion.
Yeah, that was the first. That was the first one. Imagine how much they're going to spend on the second one. It might be $500 billion.
Spoiler alert: they're not all really dead.
Yeah.
Why would they kill a franchise like Black Panther and Spider-Man when they made so much fucking money? I actually
absolutely wouldn't, and the people that cry about it like it's some big magic mystery that they're all dead. Oh no, what's gonna happen now? They're not fucking dead. Not even they didn't even remotely look dead. Just because they turned to dust doesn't make them dead.
I genuinely felt bad though. There was a young African American kid, and he had there's the Black Panther hoodie that's got like the fake necklace on it. And remember, he walked in front of us. He had to have been 9 years old, and he was crying, and his mom was trying to comfort. I wanted so bad to be like, dude, it's okay, it's gonna be all right.
Yeah, like you have to wait a year and a half, but you'll see they're not dead.
And for the reason for especially a younger black kid to idolize Black Panther is the same way I idolize Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because when I was younger, I was really scrawny and tiny, and I got picked on a lot and bullied. But I was a smart kid. I got good grades, but I just didn't have that many friends, and so I related to Peter Parker.
Yeah.
I related to Spider-Man.
Gives you idols.
Like, hey, this guy's like me.
Yeah.
And so I get that, and they're like, oh my god, he died. And so I can imagine 9-year-old me seeing Spider-Man die on screen. I would have been brokenhearted. So I get why those kids were crying when Black Panther died.
I would have been sadder if Tobey Maguire Spider-Man died than this Spider-Man.
I kind of prefer. I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man. I do. Now, Tobey Maguire was a better Peter Parker. Andrew Garfield was a wonderful Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But them together, Peter Parker and Spider-Man, Tom Holland does it better. That's just my opinion.
He's alright.
He's getting better and better, too.
It's just harder to get used to because he's so much younger.
But when Spider-Man was introduced into the Marvel Universe, he was only 16 years old.
Yeah, he was a kid.
So it's more correct. He's more age correct than the other ones have been.
Yeah.
Plus I
can see why they jumped him back to being a young kid, because you've got to give all the young kids now somebody to look up to.
Yeah, a superhero to look up to.
He did have the saddest death in there,
dude, even watching it again, like we went and saw it. If you watch our review, hungover reviews, because we got drunk to the point I think I threw up, and I don't know. I think you did too, didn't you?
I did too. Yeah.
Yeah. I threw up before we went to bed. You woke up and threw up, and then we went and saw Avengers.
Yeah.
And I still loved it. Our review
was still awesome. Yeah, we were just hungover as shit.
That next Thursday, because Amy saw it the day before, and then next Thursday the kids had off school, or the kids were at school and Amy had off work, and we went and saw it again. And I loved it, and I've watched it twice since we've had it at home, and I still, man, the end of that movie when he's like, I don't want to go, Mr. Stark, and just the look on Tony's face like, this is my fault. This is my fault.
So sad.
It is.
I just watched it the other day, and I knew what was coming, and it was still sad. Like, why? Why did they have to have such a good relationship? why does Iron Man have to hold Spider-Man's arms while he dies?
While he dies. And this is not. I know it sounds biased because I'm a comic book reader. I don't hide that. I'm very proud of that fact. I say it on here all the time. My favorite movie this year so far has been Avengers: Infinity War.
Yeah.
Second, Hotel Artemis.
Yep.
And then probably Hostiles.
Excellent movie.
And then probably Peter Rabbit after that. That was, I still watch.
Peter Rabbit was such a ridiculous surprise.
I was so happy about. I was almost upset for a second because I wanted our review because that was for my birthday. I wanted it to be an angry, pissed off review, and we're both like, "This movie was really funny."
It's the best movie we'd seen in months.
As far as family movies are concerned, it's the best in years.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. God damn, we drink and get sidetracked too much. I think this video's gone on for, I think we're only like 25 minutes. I'm probably way wrong about that.
That's all right. We're drunk. We're allowed to do what we want.
If you're watching this video, you know
what are you going to do? Stop us?
Yeah.
We're going to have an intervention or something? We won't stay. We'll just leave.
Oh my God, I want so bad for somebody to do an intervention on me. Like, Joe, we care about you, but if you cared about me, you'd understand why I have to drink.
You have a problem. We want you to get help, Joe. You don't have to drink every day.
I like what Jim Jeffrey said about that. He's like, I don't get why people don't drink. They say, I don't like the taste. Nobody does. We drink because we have to. We drink because life's shit. Watch Jim Jeffrey stand up. It's hilarious.
Yeah. Especially his older stuff.
Oh, it was newer. Actually, that last special he did on Netflix was really good.
It wasn't bad. I don't like him being so political or politically correct.
It's the times.
Yeah, I know, but like I fucking fell in love with Jim Jeffries because of how fucking crude he was. I remember the first time we stumbled across his special.
We woke up and we were both hungover. We didn't feel like doing anything, and he just turned on the TV and we were going through the on demand.
Yeah, it was like, on demand.
It said Jim Jeffries Alcoholicaust, and we were like,
yeah,
okay,
that sounds interesting.
And we watched that whole thing. We fucking pissed ourselves laughing, like legitimately almost peed ourselves laughing. We were laughing so hard. You ever want to watch something funny? I've posted it. Look up Jim Jeffries' story about his disabled friend. And I won't go into it. Watch that. I posted it. Matt watched it. Matt was like, "Dude, that was one of the funniest things I've ever seen."
Funniest thing.
He talks about
even funnier if you watch the whole special and you get to that point and he tells that story. It's just the most hilarious thing you'll ever hear.
I'll just tell you, he takes a friend of his who has muscular dystrophy to a prostitute. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
And it's a true story.
Yeah.
And like the other people have confirmed it, like this really happened. He's like, I barely embellished on it at all.
Yeah.
But anyway, I guess might as well close this out now. Cause House Shark, it has the ridiculous, stupid ending, which leads into a possible sequel. It actually says that, doesn't it?
I think so, yeah. It's definitely pumping for a sequel.
Oh yeah, it's sequel baiting for sure.
Yeah.
So, it occurred to me the other day. I don't know, for those of you that have been watching our videos for a while, we've been doing these for almost 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
I had a memory the other day on Facebook. Yeah, I think it was 2 years.
This is like the 105th or 106th video we've posted.
Yeah, it was like 2 years, and it was a movie that wasn't one of our very first movies.
Our very first movie review was Boss Baby.
Yeah,
and I still think that was one of our better ones. I actually I watch that sometimes and go, that was really funny.
Yeah.
Well, you weren't trying.
That's the one that Facebook recommend or YouTube recommends to everybody.
I have to say, of all the reviews that we've done, I think one of the best and funniest was the Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales. Because we're like among the two only people that really liked that movie. And I get why people hated that movie. I liked it. I mean, was it great? No, but it was a lot of fun.
It was fun.
So, those of you that have been watching these videos know for a while that I've discovered the path to immortality, and I've murdered him quite a few times, and it's been a long time since I've murdered you. So I'm gonna murder you.
You sure about that? Oh, not this time, you son of a bitch! Fuck you, I showed your ass.
Well, that took the wind out of my sails. I'm gonna go to bed now. Ruined my